hide it. Now let's begin. Number 1. Probing questions. If someone likes you, they may ask about your relationship status. They have feelings for you, so they want to know if you're available or off the market. If you're taken, they'll keep their feelings under wraps, no harm, no foul, but if you're single, they might try to express their feelings. Here's the problem. If you're waiting for someone to ask, "Are you single?" you might be waiting a long time. Instead, people ask indirect, roundabout questions like, "Have you met anyone special lately?" or "Is there anyone you like?" If you hear questions like these, this person is fishing for answers. They want to find out your relationship status without giving themselves away. Number 2. Hiding their interest. Do you know someone who avoids talking about relationships? They never mention people they like. They don't acknowledge attractive people or show interest in anyone they meet. You might be wondering what's wrong, but the problem isn't them, it's you. They're not interested in anybody else because they're interested in you. Sure, other people might try to flirt with them. Maybe someone you know has a crush on them, but they don't care and they don't want to talk about it. At the end of the day, they want you to know one thing loud and clear: they're single and they're available. They aren't flirting with other people, they don't want to date anyone else, and they aren't sending you any mixed messages. They may never say, "I like you, let's be together," but they're hiding their interest for a reason. If they didn't like you or saw you as just a friend, why would they hide their love life? If anything, they'd broadcast their interests to let you know that their attention is directed elsewhere. But they don't, and they haven't, because there's only one person who catches their eye. Yep, that person's you. Number 3. Sudden jealousy. There's nothing worse than listening to your crush rave about someone else. If someone likes you, they may hate it when you talk about other people. Every time you bring up a crush or significant other, they change the subject or find some excuse to leave the conversation. They rarely ever ask questions about your partner, and they don't want to hear details about your love life. Why is that? Well, because they're jealous. They want you to see them the way they see you. When you talk about liking someone else, this person feels like they're being punched in the gut. Now, you might see their jealousy flare up in other ways. If you're flirting with someone, for example, they might make excuses to steal you away, or maybe they'll get competitive with your partner to try to prove their worth. Either way, people get jealous when someone they like shows affection for someone else. If someone you know avoids any mention of your love life, there's a good chance they're hiding their feelings. Number 4. Physical giveaways. Body language can be another powerful sign which communicates everything from disinterest to strong romantic feelings. Alright, let's say someone you know has a crush on you. Now, of course, they aren't going to confess their feelings directly, so what body language cues signal interest or romantic attraction? Have you ever noticed that special someone staring at you? Maybe they sneak glances from across the room. You might catch them looking away right when you turn your head. Staring and sneaking glances are two ways that people use their eyes to communicate interest and attraction. When you're interested in someone, all you want to do is stare at them. In your mind, your crush is the most beautiful person in the world. However, if you stare too long, your crush is going to notice, so you try to hide your staring, looking at them only when they're turned the other way. Luckily, most people aren't as sneaky as they think they are. It's relatively easy to catch someone staring at you, but staring isn't the only piece of body language you should look for. Physical closeness is another one. You might notice someone standing unusually close to you, over and over again. When you hug goodbye, they might linger for a few extra seconds, or maybe their hand keeps grazing yours. All of these subtle pieces of body language can send the same message, so keep an eye on the way someone's body moves. If they're looking at you, touching you, or gravitating toward you, it's not a coincidence. It's a telltale sign that they have feelings for you. Number 5. Special interest. Are they interested in getting to know you? Do they ask dozens of questions? If someone likes you, they'll take a special interest in every aspect of your life. They ask about those mundane, petty details that you don't bother telling anyone else. Why? Because they're interested in getting to know you on a deeper level. That's why they listen closely and ask so many questions. That's why they stay engaged with the conversation even when you're not talking about something fun. But what if they're not paying attention? What if they're a poor listener who spends most of the conversation on their phone? Well, this person might say they're interested in you, but their actions tell a different story. It's these small gestures that demonstrate genuine feelings. So look for someone who listens closely. When you have a conversation with this person, you should feel like the apple of their eye, because most of the time, you are. Number 6. Unusual insecurity. Does their behavior change when you enter the room? You might know someone who's confident 99% of the time, but around you, they get nervous and uncomfortable. Why does their behavior suddenly change? The simple answer is they like you. They're acting weird around you because you make them nervous. Normally, they don't care what people think. It's easy for them to be calm and confident, but your opinion matters more to them than anyone else's. They don't treat you like they do every other person. In their mind, you're someone special. So look for any noticeable changes in their behavior. If they're confident around their friends but nervous around you, they may be hiding their feelings. Number 7. Hypothetical romance. Have they ever joked about the two of you getting together? Maybe they asked, wouldn't it be weird if we started dating? Sometimes people use humor to express real feelings without giving too much away. They pretend they're just making a joke, but deep down they're confessing hidden feelings to see how you'll react. If you get embarrassed, happy, or flustered, then someone might think you feel the same way. They might be encouraged to confess their feelings directly. On the other hand, if you aren't excited or embarrassed, they'll pretend like nothing ever happened. So listen for these not-so-hidden hypotheticals. If someone you know jokes about being in a relationship, they may be hoping for exactly that. Number 8. Daily intersections. Do you run into this person almost everywhere you go? Does it feel like your lives have become suddenly intertwined? It feels like a coincidence, but it's anything but. When someone likes you, they'll find creative ways to blend your lives together. They'll join the same groups, they'll take part in the same hobbies. They'll even frequent your favorite restaurants. Why? Because they want to run into you. They want to create more opportunities to spend time with you, share mutual interests, and understand the things you enjoy, because the more time you spend together, the closer you'll become. Number 9. Proximal vulnerability. So far, we've covered many common signs that someone's interested and invested in you. But what if they're not so sure? What if they like you, but they're torn about what to do next? Here's a sign that someone in your life has feelings for you, even if they don't always show it. When you're together, you get along perfectly. You have a great time, you enjoy each other's company, and you connect on a deeper level. As long as you're in the same room, you have a strong romantic connection. But as soon as you're apart, things fall to pieces. This person rarely ever texts or calls you. They don't make an effort to see you, and they seem resistant to acknowledge the connection that you've built. So what's going on? Why are they acting so hot and cold? The truth is, this person has strong feelings for you, but they're scared of falling into a deeper relationship. When you're together, they let their guard down so the two of you genuinely enjoy spending time together. But once you go your separate ways, their walls go right back up. They convince themselves their feelings aren't real and their fears and doubts take over. So if you're stuck in this confusing situation, take solace in the strong connection that you have when you're together. That connection is a reliable sign that this person has real, honest feelings for you. It may not feel like a strong connection when you're apart, but the moments that you spend together are the most telling. Number 10. Deep intuition. Sometimes you're 100% certain that someone likes you, but you don't know why. You can't identify an exact rhyme or reason, and you don't know what cues that you're looking for. You have zero evidence, yet you know without a shadow of a doubt that they have feelings for you. Even though you can't identify the subtle signs you're seeing, your brain is likely picking up on all kinds of physical and emotional cues. Those cues are influencing your intuition, creating that gut feeling. So trust your gut and listen to your intuition. If you think that someone likes you, you're probably right. Hey, thank you for